to another edition of Marlborough Cares. This segment, we're going to talk about the Holiday Helper Program, and my guest today is a volunteer from the Holiday Helper Program, Peggy Ayers. Welcome to the show, Peggy.
Hi, Roz. Thanks for having me.
Although you've been here 100 times. That's okay. We'll like to have you back. I'm going to start by giving you a little history of the Holiday Helper Program. The program's been in existence for about 17 years. The program started with the then director, Mary Delpy. She was able to help a family in need during the holidays who had nothing. They had experienced a layoff, a fire, I believe, and the Marlborough community came together and provided a wonderful Christmas for that family. Today, our program has grown. Last year, we probably, Peggy worked on it with me last year. About how many families do you think we did last year?
It was close to, but not quite 400 families.
And that's in the
and
average.
That's families. That's
yeah.
That's not children.
And that's the average size family we have is probably about 3 to 4 kids. Mm-hmm. That's the average family size. You know, we're able to provide through the generosity of the community. We are able to provide gifts and a family meal.
Everything is donated.
And Peggy, tell us a little bit about what you do on the program and how it makes you feel.
One of the fun parts that I like to do is to be able to match up a child's wishes with the donations that come in, so that if some little girl has her heart set on a little Barbie doll or Dora the Explorer, or some little boy has his heart set on Batman or Superman figurines, to be able to see those come in, match them up, and to know that that child's going to get something off of their wish list. That's really nice. Sponsors usually call in or send in a fax or send in a sponsor form, and we're able to. What we do is we match the families to the sponsor. Talk a little about the sponsors. Since you've worked on the program. I know. Well, there's lots of different sponsors, and there's lots of ways that people can become a sponsor or to help out. We have organizations. There's businesses, there's groups. I know Girl Scout troops, churches, large businesses, small businesses, individuals, a family, or sometimes people don't feel that they really want to have the responsibility of sponsoring a child and taking care of everything on their wish list, and if they just want to donate just one item or a gift certificate or help out the family with a gift certificate to the grocery store, any and all sponsorships are needed and appreciated. At this time of year around Thanksgiving, we are always have a lot more need than we have sponsors, and we're trying to even that out right now and try to bring some more people on board to be sponsors, to help out. And I don't want people to feel like it has to be a gigantic burden. Anything can help out.
A toy, you can drop off an unwrapped toy, new unwrapped toy, and we can match it up. That's what happened towards the end. When the sponsors are matched to the children, and then we still have some left over. I think how many do you think we have left over? Children, not families, at this point.
Close to 200.
So we still have 200 kids to sponsor. So what happens is we usually get a donation from a gentleman from a party. He has a party, and it could be any kind of sponsorship.
A truckload he brings in.
They'll have a party, and they'll, instead of bringing a gift for the host, they'll bring food, they'll bring a toy, and then we usually get those.
And people could do that right here in Marlborough. If you're going to get together and you have a book group, or your service club or organization is going to have a holiday party, instead of exchanging gifts, they might want to have a gift and donate it to the Holiday Helper Program, or a gift certificate.
Yeah, or even at your business, put out a box, ask for a new unwrapped toy, and anything will help. We also help anybody who is in need who may want a holiday dinner. We'll provide a gift certificate to a grocery store. So we're in desperate need of gift certificates, towards the end of the program.
For the holiday meals, right.
Yeah.
It doesn't just help out the children, it helps out the entire family.
Yeah, or even seniors. Over the past few years, we've been doing things for seniors as well. We'll give them a gift certificate or have a dinner delivered to them through one of the service organizations. I believe one that delivers is the Lions Club and I think the Elks. as well, but they do
They
their
do.
own deliveries. But, you know, any and all sponsors are needed at this time. And
What I've noticed over the past few years is the need has been growing dramatically, and some of the people that have actually been helping in years past are now themselves
in need of help.
in need.
And vice versa, those who have
Have had help.
in the past have been now become sponsors. That has happened. I'm starting to see that with quite a few of those. We've had quite a few of those. So, Peggy, why don't you talk a little bit about what goes into the program before the gifts start coming in?
That would be getting the names, getting the word out, and there doesn't seem to be any problem with that, about getting the word out to the people in need. The lists grow, but then you have to find sponsors for these children, match them up, have their needs sent to the sponsors, and then when the gifts come back in, to make sure they're matched up to the right child. And you could have a family rather of 4 or 5 children, and they may not go to the same sponsor, so then you have to make sure that they all are grouped together, sort of evened out, and then ready to go and have them picked up. So the last 2 weeks before Christmas is really quite a, it does look like Santa's workshop.
Yeah, I think
Very, very busy.
exactly 2 weeks. The 10th through the 24th, we are just absolutely busy. It's a fun busy. It's a good busy, because we're able to provide these families meet the needs of these families, but it is busy.
And there's always that little bit of worry, are we going to have enough? Is there going to be something off of that child's wish list? Are they going to be able to get, you know, at least one item that they really wanted?
Yeah, and this community is so very generous. We always meet the need, and we always go through this right around now. We worry, are we going to be able to get everything? We're going to be able to get everything. But we always somehow meet the need. Now, the deadline for applications to be in has passed on November 15th, but we will take your application. We just simply cannot guarantee anything.
We cannot guarantee, and we cannot guarantee that something off the wish list will be fulfilled, but we do try to the best of our ability to do that.
We have a wonderful group of volunteers that come in and help. Eileen Sullivan volunteers year-round. So we have.
I think Eileen's been with the program more than you have.
Eileen been with the program since the inception.
Since it started, I think she's the only one who's
Yep,
volunteers
absolutely.
still.
Eileen Sullivan's the only one she's been there since it began. And we have a group of volunteers that come in and they do the matching and things like that. To take the phone calls, you know, match the kids with the sponsors, set up the
Going
toy
and
drives.
picking up the gifts.
And in a few minutes, we're going to talk to a group of young ladies who also help out with the program.
And how many years have they been doing that, Roz?
I think 4 or 5. Well, they can tell us.
Okay.
They can tell us what they've been doing
And
and
the
how
thing
they
that I
do
like
it.
about that little group is that it's children helping other children.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And that makes a difference. It really does. But right now, we're still in need of sponsors, desperate need of sponsors. Like I said, they can do anything. They can do a gift certificate to a grocery store, gift certificate to tweenies, those kids in that
In
age
between.
group, in between teenage years, but not yet a child. We in desperate need of gifts for them. Always towards the end we worry, but we always meet the need at the end.
And teenagers.
Yeah, teenagers.
There never seem to be enough, and it's so hard to buy for teenagers. That's where the gift certificates to the mall, to Walmart, to Target,
To the movies.
to the movies, to McDonald's, to Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, and last year we had a gift certificate to perhaps, I think, to TGIF, so they can go after a movie and go, you know, make an evening of it, and that's wonderful. Some of these teens, like it's important to note that a lot of these families, this is the first time they're coming for help. They've just been laid off. They don't know, you know, how they didn't know they were going to be laid off, and now, you know, they find themselves in need. And that's hard for a lot of families. So it is confidential. I want to stress that this is very confidential. Unless you say we can release your name, we will not release your name. And if we release your name, it's only for a sponsor to deliver.
And most of the times when the names go out to the sponsors, they only get the child's first name, age, and the wish list.
Yeah.
So even though they're filling out the form and they have their first and last name, that information does not go out.
Does not leave my office. It's in my office at all times, and will not.
And when
that's never
people are
gone.
matching up the gifts, they are not privileged to that information
No, they're-
either. It's just, so it is very, very confidential.
And the sponsors, the families do not know who sponsored them as well, so that remains anonymous as well. I know in the years past that people have come and said, I want to sponsor this particular family. Schools do that a lot. They want to sponsor a particular family, and they don't want the family to know they're sponsoring them. So, and just so they can make sure the kids get what they want for Christmas, which is absolutely wonderful. This is a great program that Mary Dalby started, and
that you've been able to continue.
with the help of volunteers. And I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be able to do it without the volunteers. There's no way it could get done without the volunteers. And we have a person who comes and translates and things like that if we need that. So we try to make it as easy for people to come ask for help as possible, because it's not easy to ask for help. It's not always easy. A lot of times we catch these families, not that we go looking for people to sponsor, but if they're in the office for a utility shut off, or they just got laid off and they need to know how to go about getting food stamps or what have you, that's when we'll catch them and say, you know what, do you know about this program?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the holidays are coming up.
Yeah, do you know about this program? Can we be of assistance? Some say no, that they'll be okay, because they have friends and families. It's it's not easy for people to come ask for help. We try to make it as easy as possible. So that's what we're doing. Why don't you tell them what we need and make the plea?
Well, I think we've already stated that we're looking for sponsors. We're always looking for sponsors. It can be to take on an entire family, an individual child, to help out with groceries for one family, whatever anybody can do. Something for a teenager, which not everybody wants to sponsor.
Because they're expensive and difficult to buy for.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few of those, don't we,
And
Peggy?
that's why, yes, we can attest to that. But that's why the gift certificates work out so well for them. Or, well, for the girls are a little easier to buy for, because the Bath and Body Work type things, something for their hair, fragrances, sports equipment for some boys. Just about anything.
Yeah. I know. I saw an increase.
And clothes. We've seen an increase in...
Clothes and blankets. A lot of people have been asking
Asking
for
for-
blankets, new blankets. Well, we can't give out used blankets through this program, but yeah, the people are asking for blankets.
warm clothes, sweats, and blankets. I was very surprised with the numbers of those.
Yep, that was a new one. Well, the past couple of years, I think.
Because most of the time, it's not the children who fill them out, it's the moms. And
Yeah.
these are the things that the mothers are looking for.
that the kids need,
Mhm.
something they really, really need. So that's where we are in the program. Anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I think we've pretty much covered. And anybody who'd like to come down and help out,
And wrapping paper, if you want to donate wrapping paper.
we'd rather not have the gifts wrapped when
yeah.
they're turned in, so that in case we do have to match up with children, that it's much easier to match them up if they are unwrapped. And this way it also gives the parents
Ownership, yeah.
ownership. They know what the children are getting, and they take responsibility for wrapping it and putting it under the tree.
Oh, good. Okay, we're going to take a break and bring a group of kids in that do a wonderful job for a wonderful city. Thank you.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the went up the
Get proper nutrition before it's too late.
I forget.
Call or visit WIC. WIC provides nutrition information, healthcare referrals, even food. Your child has you, and you have WIC.
Hello, and welcome back to Marlborough Cares. We have a group of young ladies here. They're called the Help the Homeless Gang, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. They help out with the Holiday Helper program. We're gonna start with Olivia.
Hi, my name is Olivia Katsopoulos, and I'm the founder of Help the Homeless.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Chandler, and I'm the lemonade seller of Help the Homeless.
Hi, my name is Raven Birdsell, and I'm the ad seller of Help the Homeless. Hi, I'm Eva Katsopoulos, and I do a lot of the artwork for Help the Homeless.
That's great. I'm gonna have Olivia, she's the founder of Help the Homeless. I'm gonna have her tell exactly what they do and who sponsors them.
Every year, Help the Homeless does its best to raise money for the Holiday Helper. We do it in many different ways. This year, we've had a booth in the Horatio Alger Fair where we did face painting and we raised $250. We had a tag sale where we raised $200, and we have the ever popular business donor booklet where we raise sometimes up to $1,000 per year. This year, one of our big sponsors is a company called Exact Sciences that is trying to work on a cure for colon cancer. Exact is promising to double all of our money from $1,000 to $2,000. Last year, they doubled $700. Thank you so much, Exact.
Olivia, tell the people what exactly you guys do, how you go about getting the donors for the donor booklet.
Oh, what we do is we just go around to all different kinds of businesses. We have photo shops, restaurants, all different kinds, and we just give them flyers. We ask them to donate. We state our case, and it's amazing how much people have been generous this year. So.
And you're doing something else this year. You're doing a raffle for the Holiday Helper this year.
Yes, actually, it's thanks to you that you introduced us to this raffle because without you, we probably wouldn't have done it. But you gave us the inspiration, and we're very happy to be doing it. Right now, what we're doing is we're collecting all of the items for the raffle. As of now, we have 10 items, but we have lots of leads, and we plan to get much more.
Okay, Kelsey, why don't you tell us a little bit what you do? What events have you participated in for the Help the Homeless?
For Help the Homeless, I sell lemonade during the summertime and the springtime, and I usually raise $10 or more during that a day. And I also play music for the Horatio Alger Fair. I played my guitar, and for other events, I also play my guitar and play music.
Now, when you sell the lemonade, do you do that as a group, or do you just do that on your own?
Sometimes I do it with some friends from Help the Homeless, or sometimes I do it with like my brother or someone else.
Oh, good. And you play the guitar?
Yes.
And you played that during the Horatio? Now, you guys did the Horatio Alger Fair. You did face painting, right? And what else did you? Was it just face painting and music? Oh, good. That's wonderful. Raven, why don't you tell them a little bit about what you do?
Well, at the Horatio Alger Fair, I helped face paint a lot, and I helped mostly come up with the idea of the tag sale, and I raised money for the business around my mom's work, and that's kind of it. I just do a lot of stuff with them too.
Okay. And Ava?
For the business donor booklet, I usually do the artwork for the cover. And at the Horatio Alger Fair, as most of the other members did, I helped out with the face painting. And that's pretty much what I do every year.
Thanks. Now, anybody who's done a donor booklet knows how difficult it is to raise funds. So I want to thank you girls for doing that for the Holiday Helper program. Olivia, I want you to just kind of talk a little bit about how many years you've been doing this and how it started.
We've been doing Help the Homeless for 5 years. For the first year, I just did it with Sister Eva. Then it just seemed to keep on growing and growing, and I think now we have 6 members, all kids from our community, ranging in ages from 8 to 12, so that's great. I got the idea for Help the Homeless when I was 6 years old, and I was watching the kids' television show Zoom, and every week they have a caring award, I believe that's what it's called, and it's for children who go above and beyond, and they just do acts of kindness for the community. And I really wanted to get one of those awards. So I had the idea of going around my neighborhood to ask my neighbors to donate money. My mom, unfortunately, wouldn't let me do that because that's sort of pressuring people into donating. But she did say, however, that I could shake a can on my front lawn and ask people passing by to donate. I did that, and with the help of my sister, we raised $20 for the Holiday Helper. And that just grew and grew until we raised $60 the second year and $1,100 the third year when we introduced the business donor booklet, and $2,200 last year when we had Exact Sciences helping us raise some money.
And those are kids who are one of the biggest contributors to the Holiday Helper program. That is absolutely wonderful. Now, now you're working on the raffle right now, and how's that going? Do you why don't you talk about how it makes you feel to do stuff like this? I want to pass the mic around and let you know.
I think it feels great just to do this. And it will look good on a college application, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it really does help out the community and just gives me a warm feeling inside.
Well, I started because I saw this on TV before, and I noticed some of my friends were in it. So I asked about it. Now I'm in it, and I thought it was really amazing that we can.
More too.
I think this is a really good experience, and since I've been friends with Olivia since second grade, she's kind of put me into this, and I really like it, and it's just really fun. People think it's kind of boring, but it's really not.
I think that this is just great for us to do. Some kids, they don't have all the great stuff that we have, but we can help kids get more that they could use, more that they could need, stuff that we have for ourselves right now.
Thank you. Now,
Actually, one more thing.
Go ahead.
To what Raven was saying about some people thinking that it was boring. Yes, they do think it's boring, but really great activity than some activities that I already do.
So, I mean, what else you have planned to continue to raise money? Now, do you raise money? Do you raise money year round, or do you try to do this all year round?
We really get cracking in the summer and in the fall and winter months. Right after when we give in the money in December, we sort of just relax for springtime. But when summer comes around, then we get out the lemonade stands, and we just raise as much money as we can. So our main profit for the summertime is the lemonade stands.
Okay, you know what? This is not the only activity you girls do either. I'd like to stress that these girls have other activities that they do as well. What else do you do besides this? So I just want to illustrate that you can still help people even though you have a busy schedule.
I was in a couple plays right during my Help the Homeless Rush season, and I'm in the student council at my school, and I have violin lessons 2 to 4 times a week, and I take karate once a week or more.
Now, Kelsey, what do you do?
I play guitar and I have practices once a week. I also play basketball, and I do Girl Scouts.
Okay.
I'm in student council as well with Olivia, and I do sports in the summertime, and I've been in a lot of plays Olivia has done as well.
Like Olivia, and I do piano and voice lessons for singing. And like Olivia, I was also in a few plays about, like, during summer we would have drama camp for the plays.
Thank you, girls, for all that you are doing for the holiday program. And I want to let people know that that these girls have very busy lives, and I can imagine they're going to get absolutely tremendous when you hit high school, because you're going to have college applications and everything and things like that. Now, do any of you girls want to do anything in maybe human services or help? When you're an adult?
It would be really cool, because then I could make helping people a job. That would be awesome.
I think that would be awesome too if we could keep doing this and keep going as we get older.
Definitely, I would still do this when I'm it's a great experience, and you don't have to do it when you're a kid as well.
I agree. I really think that this would be great to do as encourage some more kids in the community to fundraisers or to do charities like this, which I'm sure some kids already do.
So you guys all encourage other kids to get involved. Are you looking for new members or for people to come out and help?
As of now, we're not asking anyone to join, but we've had people come up to us and say, hey, that's really cool, can I do that? And I say, sure you can. For people who want to do this, I suggest that you either start one in your own area or just old toys or books and donate them to the food pantry. Yeah, you can help in any way.
Absolutely any way is helpful. Even if you're trying to do a food drive, a coat drive, kids can get involved in the community too. I want to thank you girls for everything you're doing. You know, you're going to continue to work on the raffle. Anything else you want everybody to know?
Pretty much that we just encourage you guys, all the kids out there and the adults too, to go out there and help out the people that need a little bit more than us.
I think the same thing. I think we could just encourage other kids to do this too, because they can do whatever they can.
I just have to say that I don't think that this is a good idea. It really is a good idea, and you don't have to give a lot of money to help out.
I think the same thing, that every penny counts. Anything you can do for the community, like Olivia said, that can really help. That'll help.
Girls, thank you so much for coming to the show. And once again, I'd like to recap that we're any donation. It can be a new wrap, a gift certificate, a piece of clothing. Would be wonderful for the Holiday Helper Program. And I want to thank you all for joining another edition of Marlborough Cares.